Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mics for eLearning, another eLearnChat show. This time we're going to do some mic talk. We're going to talk about, is size important? I'm joined today by Harold Muliati. Hey, Harold.
Hey, Rick.
Let's go. This show is sponsored by Relate Corporation. Visit us at www.relatecasts.net. Thanks. You know, there's a big theory out there that if you have a big mic, it weighs a ton, it's just impressive, that's going to sound boomy and great and strong and, well, we're going to disprove that a little bit in the next couple minutes. In front of me, I've got the AKG C as in Charlie, C214. This is a mic that's been around for quite a while. A lot of voiceover talents use this. It's a clean little mic, as you can tell. It's not very large. It's got a rectangular little body. It's a small mic. It's not big at all. It doesn't weigh much of anything. And yet it has a pretty nice resonant voice. If I get in close, you're going to hear it's got quite a bit of proximity effect. So this mic can be used pretty healthily for voice and other things. Harold, on the other hand, has even a smaller mic. Harold?
Yeah, this one is the DPA Define directional ear set mic. And as you can see, even compared to the other microphone, which is a little bit on the small side, the capsule on this is just tiny. It's even got a windscreen on here. So as you can imagine, without the windscreen, it's even smaller. Here's a picture of it without the windscreen, and you can see that it's tiny. It's not even fingertip sized.
And it doesn't weigh anything. You can wear that on your ear all day long. You probably won't get tired.
Yeah, definitely. It weighs almost nothing.
And if you want to talk about size, this microphone costs about $300. That one costs close to $600. Size doesn't really matter when it comes to price either. So that little microphone is double the price of this one. Size doesn't matter.
Yeah, and the microphone body of Rick's microphone over there, it's actually smaller than it looks here because of the shock mount. Here's what it looks like without that shock mount. As you can see, past that top part with the grill, there's actually not much at all to it.
No, it's a very small mic, but it's got very good electronics. It's got what we call clean articulation. When you talk, it's very clean. It doesn't muddy up your sound. Now, we're running this off of the ART vocal processor or vocal studio. That's what it looks like. Now, that thing has a lot of dials, buttons, and everything on it. It is called a preamplifier, and it's also a compressor, a limiter, and a gate. Now, just real quickly, the preamplifier amplifies the signal. It gives you gain. The compressor cuts out the loudest parts and the lowest parts. It compresses the file, so you don't get the extremes of either which way, and it fills out the sound. The limiter stops you from, if you're screaming, clipping or going way over the top. And the gate is a thing that opens and closes thousands and thousands of times a second. And that's how you get rid of noise that may be in your studio or wherever you're recording, so that you primarily focus on the voice. And these mics are very good. And the ART vocal processor is it's under $600. It is an excellent vocal processor, and it's an excellent preamplifier. It can also act as a USB audio interface. So it'll do everything for you. Now, it is rack mounted. You could put it out of a rack, but it's kind of large. It's about 19 inches in width. And it's what they call a 2-unit rack mounted thing. So 2 units means it's double the size of what a single unit would be. And it's a great, really good vocal processor. I really like it. We use that one, and we also use the Aphex Studio channel, which is also very good. Aphex is probably a little more broadcast oriented because it has what they call the big bottom and the aural exciter. AURAL for all you people out there. oral exciter and the big bottom. And that gives you a deeper sound and a higher fullness to it. Better mids and highs, better lows. Very good. It's a little more radio-ish. I mean, it's got that pop you out of wherever you are kind of sound. But these mics, which aren't that expensive, really do a great job with your voice, with articulation. Whether you have a high voice, a low voice, or anything else, this will reproduce sound pretty cleanly. And again, what Harold has on can be used for presentations. It can be used for podcasting, broadcasting, video work, being in a Microsoft team meeting. That's real popular today, or a Zoom meeting. So just a quick talk about mics. Harold, you've been using that Define for way over a year now. How do you like it compared to some of the larger mics you used?
Well, I think for the situation that I'm using it here, which is I'm doing the show production, so I end up having to move around quite a bit, it's perfect because my voice will sound just about the same whether I'm over here, or facing somewhere else entirely. And whereas if I had a larger microphone on an arm, I would have to get into the correct position to talk to it. And
like this.
Yes.
Because if I'm talking over here and I decide to start talking over here, you're going to notice a pretty big difference in the sound volume. Or if I go over there looking that way, hi, what you doing over there? You're going to notice a big difference. If I start looking up, you're going to notice a big difference between what I'm saying. Or if I look down, it won't quite sound the same because what they call the polar pattern, that is the way the microphone picks up sound, is about a circle right in front of the mic. So as long as I'm somewhat here, and this is a side axis mic, you could talk straight into it, but it'll probably be too loud and you might get many Peter Piper, picked a peck of pickle peppers. You're going to get plosives. From the side axis, the air will kind of brush right through it, so you don't get a lot of, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle peppers. There you go. Anyway, so that's just a quick talk about microphones and sizes. Keep in mind, you don't have to spend a fortune on a huge mic when you can spend a fortune on a small one. Be nice to small mics. Have a good one, everyone. We will see you next week or next time on our Mics for eLearning. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.